Welcome to the 2018-2019 Code of Conduct presentation. This short video will guide you through our Mount Horeb High School Code of Conduct and will also highlight some of the most common questions or concerns that students or family members might have. I am Colleen Nessheim, and I am the Activities Director and Associate Principal at the high school. I am a very proud alum of our school and take a lot of pride in our district. I look forward to working with you this school year. I want to especially welcome freshman students to the high school and any new families to our district. If you are a transfer student to our school, please be sure to contact me directly so that I can make sure you have met all of the requirements and are eligible to participate for Mount Horeb. Mount Horeb High School offers a wide variety of activities to keep students involved throughout the school year. We hope that you find something that you have an interest in, and don't be afraid to try new things. Some clubs are active all year, and other activities have specific seasons. Students should listen for daily announcements and watch for posted signs to find information about different co-curricular activities. If you aren't sure about something or if you have a question, please stop in the main office and ask for help. The WIAA mandates that a member school have a code of conduct for athletes. The code would describe the circumstances under which co-curricular participation could be limited or suspended. The Mount Horeb High School Code covers all co-curricular activities, not just athletics. For example, musicals, drama club, art club, and any other co-curricular activity, group, club, or ensemble will fall under this code. The purpose of the code is to specify as clearly as possible the circumstances under which limits are placed upon co-curricular participation by the students. This code was written with the recognition that the mission of the school is to encourage, educate, enlighten, and graduate young adults. Please realize that no code can address every situation that might arise. It may be necessary at times for the administration to make changes to the handbook. The Code of Conduct is available online on our Athletics tab of the high school website. There are also paper copies available in the main office of the high school. If you have any questions about the Code of Conduct, please contact me at any time. Please remember that participation in co-curricular activities is a privilege, not a right. School officials may deprive a student of the privilege of participation when they determine that a student's continued participation is not consistent with the high standards of conduct that we expect of all participants. In particular, whenever a student violates the Code of Conduct, the student is subject to losing the privilege of participation in extracurricular activities. I would like to go over a few of the most commonly seen issues that we see in the activities office that may affect your child. These are grades, attendance and eligibility, and violations. The activity eligibility standard at Mount Horeb High School is that a student must be passing all classes to be eligible to participate in any activity. A student's first priority must always be academic performance. As I tell students, we are at school for academics first and co-curricular second. Parents and students should be familiar with Infinite Campus and check it often. The Activities Department runs a weekly grade check every Wednesday, beginning the fourth Wednesday of the quarter. If your child has an F in a class, you will be notified via email. Consider it a courtesy email that your child is on academic probation. Basically, your child will have 1 week or until the following Wednesday to improve from that F. The student can still participate in everything, but should do everything necessary to fix the grade. If the F still remains in that class the following week when the next grade check is printed, the student will then be academically ineligible. This would mean that a student can still go to practice but cannot compete or participate in any event for that week or longer if the F remains. Quarter grades can also impact participation. Students will not be allowed to participate in competitions, performances, court duties, or other meetings or activities for a minimum of 2 calendar weeks beginning on the Monday following the posting of quarter grades. Grades are considered posted when they are received by the activities principal from the guidance office. Periods of ineligibility for grades begin on the Monday following the posting of grades. We stress the importance of grades at Mount Horeb High School and expect the same from families. The bottom line about attendance is this: students should be in school and should be on time. Students must be in attendance the entire school day to participate in a contest or event that is scheduled for that day. Students may not be more than 15 minutes late to school or for any class on a contest or event day. Parental excuses are not an excuse that allows a student to play or participate. In other words, if your child oversleeps, decides to skip a class, leaves school early, or wants to just stay home, a parental excuse will not work. Students are allowed to keep medical and/or dental appointments, college visits, or funerals on a contest or event day. Written verification from the medical or dentist office must be turned into my office. In addition to being at school, students should monitor their tardy count. If a student accumulates 5 unexcused tardies in a quarter, they will receive an unexcused absence and then will be ineligible. Tardy counts can be seen on Infinite Campus and should be checked often. Parents cannot excuse tardy counts. Students, be on time. Code violations are nothing that the parent or the school want to deal with. When administration has reason to believe that a student participant has engaged in unacceptable conduct as described in the code, they will notify the student of the violation and provide the student with the opportunity to present his or her account and explanation. The parents will be notified and administration will determine the appropriate sanction or penalty to be imposed. There is a suspension chart in the Code of Conduct that illustrates the amount of time of a suspension based on the offense. It's not easy being the parent or guardian of a child involved in a co-curricular activity. The regular daily demands of a high school student are busy enough, but when you add daily practices, late night games or performances, travel to events, or a cold rainy night sitting on the bleachers, the tolls can be hard on a family. We ask that parents be involved in a positive way. A positive culture between the parents and a coach or advisor where everyone is working together is the best thing that we can do for our children. You also have the opportunity as parents to influence your high school students' experience. Please be ready to support the coach or advisor and the activities department so that the team can have a successful season. Here are some tips for parents to make the partnership a successful one. Communication will be crucial for success of any team or club. Advisors and coaches have their own form of a communication tool to use throughout the season. The high school website also has important information posted on a regular basis. In addition, we have daily announcements at the high school every morning for students to receive important information. If you or your student aren't sure about something, or if you have a question, please call or email the specific coach or the advisor. There may be times in which you would like to meet with a coach or advisor. The activities department has the following procedure that we ask you to follow. 1. The student and coach or advisor should always meet first to discuss the concern or question. Oftentimes, a discussion and open dialogue that takes place can solve the issue and make things more clear. If the student feels that another meeting is needed, a time can be set up that will also include the parent. Parents should not appear at a practice or event without setting up the time in advance. And finally, if after the first 2 steps something isn't resolved, a meeting between all parties and the activities director can then be set up. Please remember the 24-hour rule. A parent should never address a coach or advisor before, during, or after an event. The 24-hour rule is a good guideline. Please wait until the emotions have had time to settle down before addressing an issue. There are some issues that are not appropriate to discuss with coaches, including playing time, team strategy, play calls, or other students. Our coaches and advisors are trained and hired to make those decisions. Please be good role models for your child. Sherry Almquist is our amazing athletic trainer. Sherry is employed by the University of Wisconsin hospitals and clinics. Sherry has daily office hours after school every day in her office. She also works extended hours during events. If you have specific questions about an injury or other health issues involving your high school student, please contact Sherry directly. Mount Horeb is a member of the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association. Each year, the WIAA issues an information bulletin with rules and regulations developed by the WIAA and member schools. The bulletin is a summary of the WIAA official handbook as it pertains to rules and regulations. A copy of the summary is located on the high school activities page and at the end of our Code of Conduct manual. When you sign the Code of Conduct agreement, you are also certifying that you have read, understand, and agree to the information contained in the WIAA bulletin. If you are an athlete, you must receive your Viking eligibility, or what we call the red card, from the activities office before you can begin to practice. The following items are required before a card will be issued. 1. Turn in a WIAA physical or alternate card to the office. Dates must be current and listed. A physical card has 2 sides to complete and cannot be signed by a chiropractor. If it is an alternate year, make sure all information is updated, including emergency contact information. Forms are available in the main office or online. After viewing this PowerPoint, you will be able to submit a Google form that verifies you have read and agreed to the Code of Conduct. All information must be completed before submitting the form online. Next, complete an impact test with our athletic trainer. Impact tests are required every other year. If you are not sure of your last date, please check with Sherry or in the main office. Number 4, sign and return a concussion waiver to the main office. This form is required every year and is available online or in the main office. And number 5, pay the $75 athletic fee for each sport. You can pay online or drop off a check in the main office. Once all of those requirements are met, you will receive an eligibility card that must be handed to your coach before you can begin practice. A new card is needed for every new season. Thank you for your attention to the information contained in this PowerPoint. I look forward to working with you and your family again this year. We have an amazing coaching staff and advisors that are ready to make your experiences at the Mount Horeb High School positive and exciting. If you have any questions or need to contact me for any reason, please do so at the number and email listed here or on the activities page of the high school website. Let's work together to make this the best school year ever at Mount Horeb High School. Have a great year.